Sunday morning, well actually Sunday lunchtime. We've been incredibly lazy. We've been lolling about. We've been eating toast, drinking tea. And I was going to go for a walk. It was windy out there, but I was going to go for a walk. Now it's raining. Do I risk going for a bit of a walk? It was going to be a 6-mile walk. Do you know what? I might give it a go anyway. And if I get really fed up, Lee can come and get me because he's got to go out in his car, get some petrol from the supermarket. Maybe I'll just do it anyway. Don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to sit here now. I'm all dressed in my new top. Don't really just want to sit here. Maybe I'll go anyway. Face the wilderness, the wild weathers of the UK. Thermos of tea is required for my walk. This boy is watching something in 3D. Infinity War apparently. So Lee's gone to get petrol. Brendan's watching TV in bed. I said he needs to do some studying. Everyone's being very lazy. I'm going to make this tea and go on my little hike. Kitted up. My bobble hat. Me snood. My backpack. My cuppa. My gloves. Right, let's hit the road. So those are the new houses that are being built on the farmland. That has been the cause of our rats. They've all left the farmland because all their barns and their homes have been destroyed. They're all now moving into our lofts. I'm just taking some shelter under the motorway flyover because all of a sudden it started to rain and it got very blowy and I was getting a bit soggy, but I think pretty much looks like it's eased. It's definitely very blowy out there. It'll be a very noisy hike. I'm sorry people. I'll try and talk to you when I'm in sheltered areas and maybe I'll put music over the particularly noisy bits for you. Right, crack on. This is not the footpath I want. This is not the footpath you are looking for. However, this one, over what I suspect to be an incredibly muddy field, is the path I am looking for. Pretty certain it's been many years since I've done this. So, over the stile and across the field in that diagonal angle. And if I remember it rightly, we'll get to where I want to go. I haven't done this since I had my dog, and I lost my dog, I don't know, 5 years ago. 5 years ago he passed away. I used to do this route a lot with him. Right, yonder. Look at those clouds. Oh, a lot of surface water. And you know, typical Pippa fashion, did not come in welly boots. And in true typical Pippa form, I've just missed the hare racing all the way around the edge of the field. Missed it on camera. There someday I'll actually catch it all for you. One very big tree. Hey tree! If only you could tell us the tales you see. What is this? It's like black velvet. Is this? I don't know, is this some sort of fungi at some point? Now got, it's really like black velvet black, and there's more of it over there. I suspect it's fungi, or was. There's the river running, little stream, a little babbling brook. Right, now we have to walk along the edge of this field, along the edge of the river and into the next field. I am so lucky to live with this countryside literally just outside my front door. I haven't had to drive here for this walk. The walk itself should be 6 miles. If I do the whole thing and don't get caught in a rainstorm and beg Lee to come and pick me up. Up on that hilltop, right over there, is a church. Very, very tiny church. Very, very old church. It's very sheltered from the wind here too. Can hear the birds. Right, so into the next field, over the little bridge. It's going to be a bit slippy, so I've got muddy boots, and the bridge is wet. No trolls in that one either. God, I tell you what, it's easier walking over bridges than it is surfing your way through YouTube sometimes. Trollless round here. So this in the summer, because we are following the line of the river, that river in the summer has loads of crayfish in it, and all along here you find cray claws and tails and things where the birds have caught them and then sat here and ripped them apart and left all the hard bits. So yeah, me and my boys, when they were young, used to come along here and the boys used to collect claws. I used to live in the garden though, because they still smelt a little bit fishy. So, I'm going to keep going through these fields. This is usually full of wheat, I think. I think it's usually wheat. I mean, you know, the farmer alternates. But usually in the summer when I do this walk, or when I have done this walk in the summer and spring, you know, it's been a lot. There's been grass next to me, or, you know, crops next to me. I think this is probably the first time I've done this walk during winter months. Okay, so this bit here, these are fishing lakes, which are part of an estate that all this village belongs to. So you can get permits to come fishing here. They have swans on the lakes, ducks, and fishermen all through fishing season, sitting there. Very pretty, very pretty. Now let me show you the kite in the sky. Where is he? Where you got, Mr. Kite? Oh, I can't find him. Maybe he's just too small. Yeah, you should be able to see him. But you probably can't, because he's so high up. Oh, here he comes, here he comes. There he is. See him? He looks tiny up there. He's actually pretty big. That is a threatening sky. But so far, it's being kind to me. I don't want to speak too soon. Right. Let's keep going. Oh, here he comes, here he comes. Where is he? He's right above us. He's right above us. Came to say hi to me. Hi, Mr. Kite. Very cute. Okay, let's go over the stile and have a closer look at the ponds on the estate. Molehills. So I guess it's too cold for swans at the moment. No swans. No swans are swimming. No geese are laying. Would make a very good Christmas song, would it? Lack of lords are leaping too. Can we see any fish? Can see raindrops. Hoping it'll hold off. You see over there in the trees all the birds' nests? I think some of those balls might actually be mistletoe as well. I'm not entirely sure. This estate is so beautiful. They have open days where you can come in and look at the gardens and walk around the house. Well, not in the house, but you know, around that area. We're going to go into the village, the estate's actual, you know, village. So we'll walk past the church. That's really beautiful. A nice boat. Bulbs are coming up. Won't be long. I'll take you to the Bluebell Woods. It's stunning when the bluebells all start to come up. These look like daffodils to me. Crikey, look at that. They're going to bloom very soon by the look of it. My goodness. Come around another really old tree. Still sleepy for the winter. I don't want to disturb it. It needs a little hug. I do love my trees. Look at the new buds. It's gonna wake up soon. Not yet, there's more snow coming next week. Don't wake up yet. Don't wake the tree. Whoa, wobbly fence. Eek. Right, not going that way. Can I come off the estate a bit? Whoa, muddy path, muddy path. Back into the rain, people, I'm sorry. We were sheltered over there, weren't we? We need to go over here. Yeah, looking at that, a lot of those balls up there are actually not nests. They are mistletoe. Anyone fancy a kiss under the tree? There's loads of mistletoe. Okay, so we are heading this way. Oh my goodness, it's really rainy now. I'm gonna have to put my phone away in a second. Look at the route that this, you gotta laugh at this. Moles have gone all the way across in a long line. What do they know we don't? Crows in the tree. Now this thing here, I don't know if other places other than the UK have it. I can never remember whether they're called hoo-haws or hoo-hoos or ha-has or whatever. But these are banks so that the cattle can't get into the private gardens, but so that the people that own the private gardens can sit and enjoy the view uninterrupted by hedges. And I just have to show you part of the garden waterfall. Actually, I'm going to have to dry my phone for this. It's not very clear, but that is part of the gardens, private gardens. Their little waterfall and a bench. We're not allowed that way though. We have to go this way. We have to stick to our footpath. The Oxfordshire way. That's the footpath we're using today. Not the Ridgeway, the Oxfordshire way. Oh! Snowdrops! More of the private gardens. This here is the boundary. You'll see the boundary is marked out by that row of trees, the hedgerow there. And we respect that boundary. We stick to our footpaths. As tempting as it is to go and explore the garden, there's a monument over there I would love to get closer to. And have a little look over here. See more of the gardens. Oh, I'm stood on bulbs. This is going to be beautiful. There's so many bulbs going to come up. Oh, now what is running down there? There's something in the ditch. Ducks? Pheasants? Not sure. A big bird. This whole ground here is littered with bulbs, which I suspect are crocuses. So I think we need to do this walk in another couple of weeks. And I need to get my feet off these crocus stems. All those lovely snowdrops. And there's the house. And again, you can see where they've cut the ivy so that it doesn't strangle the trees. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have a little sit down on this bench. I'm going to perch my camera, if I can, on the fence post. Have a little drink of my tea. Have a little snack. And do a quick 5-minute live stream. I think I'm going to get a bit of a soggy bum sitting on this bench. Whoa, my goodness, that's very swampy down there. Maybe we'll just go and sit here. Get a wet bum. That was a very quick live stream, 10 minutes, just to say hi to you all. That was very nice of Lola and Joshy and Farmall Fanatic and Ron to come and say hi to me. Sorry it was such a short one, but I'm getting cold stood chatting. Okay, so here we change paths. I'm not actually going to follow the Oxfordshire way anymore. Gotta love that sign over there. Wonder if I can zoom in on it. Really old Oxfordshire sign. I love those old ones. So yeah, that's the road. We're gonna head down into the village of the Big Manor estate. Fields of corn on the cob, maize fields, and I could also see pheasant feeders, so that's obviously pheasant breeding for shoots. Like I said, we have a lot of those around here. That's why we have so many pheasants, I guess. Farmers breed them. It's an extra income for shoot days. Look at that sun coming out. We have just walked, whoa, we've just walked that bit. The light sparkling on all the wet, muddy path. Come on, feet. Less chit chatter, more walking. Plane! I've just had a kite swoop up from the ground and a squirrel run across in front of me, all while I wasn't recording. I reckon I need a GoPro. I'm sure nature waits for me to put my camera away. Oh, burnt out tree. What do we think? Lightning? Possibly? Now this bit is the worst bit of the walk. It's got the M40 going straight through the middle of it. London that way, Birmingham that way. I guess it's a mobile phone tower. I love this. Please obey all further signage. Love it. Like you need a sign to tell people to obey and follow signs. That's excellent. So we're leaving the noisy motorway. At last. Heading down here. Still noisy. But I'm heading into another village now, where hopefully I can top up my thermos with some fresh tea. Digger! Tractor tyres! Okay, change of plan. So, instead of doing the 2 miles back home, I am going in the opposite direction. I'm doing another 1.5 miles that way, out of this village and into another village. Because I messaged Lee and said, I have 2 choices. I can either continue on for another 1.5 miles and meet you at the pub and have something yummy and some grown-up time, or I'll walk 2 miles home and have a cup of tea with you. And he was like, oh, pub it is then. Right, there's people coming. I'm going to stop vlogging. Hold on. This might not have been the smartest move, because this is actually a crop field rather than a grazing field, which means it's very muddy. Very muddy. What you can see over there is the Ridgeway, which is the walk that my sister and I are doing. Oh my goodness. I did so well not to get muddy till I came into this field. And I'm getting in Lee's car at the other end, and a pub. Yeah, might have to try and find somewhere to clean my boots off. It was going so well. Then I decided to head to the pub. And I'm totally blaming Dave Bertolini for that, because All good walks end in a pub, right, Dave? Except I'm lacking a whippet. Might have to rectify that problem and borrow one. Right, onward. Well, I feel about 2 foot taller now with all this mud on my boots. Gonna need to try and get this off. Back under the motorway bridge because I've my detour where I decided I was going further rather than going home. Oh, muddy. Right, oh, it's dark in here. Right, back on the other side of the motorway now. Oh, it's very dark. Bit of a bird's nest blown out of a tree. Cool. Right, on we go. I'm hoping I'm on the right track because it gave me choices and I've never done this route before. Eek. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I've just had a lovely chat with a nice, lovely lady who was on her walk. She was saying she does her walks on her own now because her husband is in a care home. He's got Alzheimer's. She says she gets really grumpy and irritable being on her own, so she goes for walks to blow out the cobwebs and put herself in a better frame of mind. So that was really sweet of her. She told me the right direction to go as well, because I probably would have turned the wrong way because my sense of direction was telling me to go this way and she says you want to go this way. So yeah, it was lovely having a little chat with her, and yeah, she's headed off on her walk. Don't think I'm far from the pub now. Lee will be leaving in a second. Hopefully we'll get there about the right sort of time. Right, not far to go now. Wash off some of this mud before I get in the pub, before I get in Lee's car. Oh, got a bit of a soggy foot now. That went wrong. Look at this lovely old house, or lovely building. Right, that way. It's called the Manor, apparently. Excuse the hat hair. Lee found me and we went to the pub, but we had 15 minutes and they'd stopped serving food and then they were closing. So yeah, we just had half a Coke each. That was that. Oh, and a spud, a really yummy spud, wasn't it? A really lovely roasty tato that they must have had left over from their roast dinners they'd done. So they've had a bowl of them on the table at the bar.
It was empty when we went back.
Was it empty, was it, when you went back? Oh, no second spud for you, Lee. Right, yes, we had a naughty roast potato. Now we're going home and I'm going to have soup, which is not quite the same as a nice treat in the pub, but never mind. Look what my man bought me. Isn't he lovely? Yeah. He bought me a chugger truck.
I've had so many people message me that.
The floating head has her bubbles back. The walk is complete. Did about 6 miles, 7 miles. Long enough. And now I'm in my bubbles with a cup of tea and some fruit and nut snacks. And that's me done for the day. I'm going to relax for the rest of my Sunday. So, enjoy the rest of yours, people. I shall edit this, get it uploaded and see you all tomorrow.